Let me ask you this. How do you treat yourself in your mind? Like a loser or a king? Now, don't be too quick to say that I treat myself like a king. Look very carefully. Analyze yourself in every situation. And you will be shocked to realize that you do not treat yourself as you think you do. As the student of this reality and how it works, I have come across this phrase many times. That there is nothing and no one to change but self. This phrase used to piss me off a few years ago. Because I didn't understand the concept of unity. And thought that the world was outside of me. And I had zero control over it. So, I never understood the point of changing myself when the world is filled with pricks. Who will ruin my life anyways? No matter how good I am being. You see, this is the mindset of separation that we are all indoctrinated into. And once we start to study this reality, we come across the concept of oneness. That everything and everybody is connected. Now what does it all have to do with a first-class self concept? It has everything to do with it. If you are treating yourself as a second choice in your mind, you will be treated as such in the world. Ever wonder why narcissists seem to get away with everything? They do because as self-deluded they are, they treat themselves highly in their mind. Or at least have the illusion of it. So, it plays out. The concept of first-class self-image is best explained by Neville Goddard, a spiritual teacher whom I cherish. I have explained a wonderful story of this concept from Neville's life in another video. I will put the link in the description. But let me give you some examples of a first-class self-image. Someone owes me a small amount of money. The old me used to lose sleep over it. As I was not treating myself as a first-class person. So, I would hate the man. Be salty about it and ruin my days. Now, I can easily apply the law of assumption to get that money back. But something within me said, why not earn more money? Why am I focused on gathering and saving these breadcrumbs? You see, I realized that my time is more valuable. And I can just focus my energy on manifesting lavishness. As an abundant person doesn't worry about a few pennies. Do you see the point? Another example could be that of a girl not texting you back. Now, first class you will not even bother to think twice about her. As there are more than enough beautiful and amazing women in the world. But the one inside you who lacks self-esteem will chase that girl. Now you can easily apply the law of assumption to get this specific girl. But you see, when we go specific, we are not applying the first-class self-image. As first-class self-image is all about getting the best for you. A specific thing, job, person, may or may not be the best for you. Now I am not saying that you should not try to manifest specific things. Just don't be so attached to them that you lose sleep over it. That is not the first-class attitude. You see, it is about not bothering with lower-level wants. Things and actions that are beneath you. Always keeping a high standard for yourself. The more I apply this mindset, the more opportunity I seem to get. In every situation of my life. Because I have stopped bothering myself with petty small things that are not worthy to get the attention of a first-class man. This subtle difference makes the world of difference. And since I am focusing on abundance mindset, my abundance is growing. So now my first-class self is facing a new life situation, that is, how to handle this abundance. And for that, Masterworks provides a great solution to potentially manage and increase your wealth. Masterworks enables you to invest in extremely high-value contemporary art by famous artists like Pablo Picasso and Banksy. Your first-class self will sooner or later lead you down the path of investment. And Masterworks is one of those phenomenal venues where the potential return is extremely lucrative. The appreciation of modern art has beaten even the S&P for the last 26 years, that is the go-to of most people for investing. You can invest in a piece of high-value art that is a real hard asset, unlike money in the bank that depreciates every single day. Masterworks' last 3 sales have returned 13, 17, and 21% net to their investors. So, you can join today the 600,000 and growing users of Masterworks. And invest in potentially high appreciation art pieces like Mona Lisa by Banksy or Staring into Space by George Condo. You can even sell your share in Masterworks secondary market if you no longer desire to keep it. Not everyone can invest in contemporary art, but Masterworks.com allows you to invest in just a slice of it, so you don't have to spend millions to see a potential return. Contemporary art is not valued the same as gold and real estate, as they are monopolized and heavily saturated. Therefore, contemporary art has been beating them in appreciation in the recent years. Thus, it is an extremely lucrative way for you to potentially stack up on your wealth. The link is in the pinned comment below, definitely check it out. Your future abundant self will thank you if you learn about the realm of investment and wealth multiplication now and be ready for it. If you understand the concept of unity and the law of assumption, then you know that the world is a mirror, forever reflecting who you are being within. If you do not change within, the outer won't change either. And to change within, all you need to do is to become aware of the new you. The ideal you. What is that first-class version of you? Imagine it. How would he or she react if a person is not responding well to them? How would this first-class self think about money? Would he or she be worried about breadcrumbs? Or thinking about earning large sums of money? This version of you, will he be pissed off at the world and acting like a victim? Or he will let it go and value his inner peace and give himself what he wants openly? In every situation, ask yourself, is this situation worth my time and energy? If it isn't, walk away. If a problem arises, ask yourself this question. What is the first-class response to this problem? And act upon it. In my case, I refuse to worry about problems anymore, as worrying is not first-class treatment towards myself. I trust the universe and apply the higher spiritual laws to the best of my abilities, and I let it go. I do what needs to be done in the time being. But I refuse to carry fear and worry with me. That is first-class self-image to me. I am beginning to value my time and my peace more than anything. I focus on abundance rather than the scarcity mindset, like saving every penny and not focusing on earning more. I recently had to travel, and due to some document issues, I couldn't fly. So, I had to book bus tickets. Due to time crunch, I got there on bus. But while being there, the documents issue got resolved, and I could fly again. But I already had bus tickets bought for my return. But I valued my time and peace and bought the plane ticket to come back. Now, I did it because I could afford it. I am not suggesting you to go out and buy a business class ticket to Hawaii when you are struggling to pay rent. What I am showcasing to you is that I did what felt first class to me, because I could afford it. But I assure you, the me from 2 years ago would have never ever done this, even if he had enough money. As saving money, even if it costs you comfort and peace of mind, was instilled into me from childhood. The scarcity mindset. But now, I spend because I know that I can just earn much more. I know the higher laws of the universe. And I know that this is a game of life. It is being played out of me. So, if I focus on saving things because of fear of losing them, I will lose them eventually. As saving comes from scarcity. While being excited to earn more or think about investing makes you rich. Loving someone desperately because you are afraid to lose them will end up in exactly like that. But if you love from your first-class self-image, you are not afraid to lose. So, you never lose. First-class me doesn't obsess over problems. First-class me treats himself like royalty. First-class me loves openly. Is not afraid to spend on others. Is not afraid to take bold steps. Does not concern himself with petty revenges. Now, I am not saying that I am 100% there. It is a process of ascension. You will see how you will keep on uncovering low-level thought patterns inside you that you can then flip into first-class ones. Elevate yourself to this higher mindset, and you will begin to see how it reflects back at you. Make no mistake, you are not here to barely survive and die. You are a powerful creator. Here, to expand on the will of the all.